Now, I don't know about you, but I am not into wasting my marketing dollars. So let's talk about marketing that actually works. Now, there's so many different types of marketing. You have billboards, direct mail, social media marketing, Google AdWords, trade shows, email marketing, SMS marketing, which honestly, I think that's actually something newer, but in my opinion, it's most effective when using in conjunction with email marketing. Now, all of these, we're going to discuss the most effective techniques that we use for our clients and even in our own business. Now, I think the one of the most critical things that a lot of people forget is to first identify your brand persona. You can't effectively sell your service if you don't know who you're actually marketing to. Now, it's almost like throwing just things out there and just hoping someone will catch to it. And that's just not how business works. So let's discuss each of these. So, number one is word of mouth. Now, this is obviously one of the best ways to market your business, essentially through client referrals. Now, I love this method, one, because it's free. And now, if a past client refers someone to your business without you asking, then that's always amazing. But a lot of times they may not. And it's not necessary that they didn't have a great experience. Honestly, they just get busy, and that's definitely fair. So, in that scenario, you have two options. You can either ask for the referral on the spot, or you can do it as a promotional referral. So in sales, you're taught that the best time to ask for the referral is when you make the sale because it's a time when they're the happiest. So you're really just kind of feeding off of that emotional high. Now, the downside to that is that the person may be put on the spot, and when people are put on the spot, they may give you a referral that really isn't very valid. Now, alternatively, you can call them at a later time or after that service has been completed and you know you've provided world class service, which is something that's definitely important. Because when you have a niche, you have amazing customer service, your deliverables met their satisfaction and above, you can follow up and ask for that referral, and they'll be happy to do so. So, what that looks like for us, we simply give them a call, and the tone of that call really depends on the client. So, if that client was more down to earth, they had a bit of a sense of humor, then honestly, I'm just going to feed off of that relationship. And I would just reiterate that, hey, we specialize in helping financial companies build prestigious brands through digital marketing and creative content creation. And I would simply just ask if they know anyone who would benefit from our services. Now, moving on, networking is a great way to meet people in your industry. Now, relationship building is probably the most important piece that I would like for anyone watching this video to take away from it. And I think that people they get so caught up in spending money in marketing that they forget about that very important piece. The reality is that you can spend thousands of dollars on paid marketing, but for the individual who has actually built substantial relationships, they will always have the upper hand when it comes to vendor referrals. So how do you build these relationships? When I got started, there wasn't a whole lot of people talking about this. They just said go out and do it. They didn't give you the how or anything like that. There was no blueprint. So, I made this video because I really enjoy what I do and I really wanted to help other people in their business. And so, this really goes back to my first point of identifying your brand, your buyer persona. So this is something that we actually do with our clients. And once you know who your buyer is and what motivates them, where they socialize, you can then put yourself in those environments to start the conversation. Now, another great one that a lot of our clients use is SEO. So, for the clients we service, SEO is an integral part of their digital marketing strategy for their services. Now, when it comes to marketing, there's never one strategy, right? So there's always different systems working together ultimately to convert that traffic to profit. So let's say you organically rank on Google based on your keywords, and a person lands on your website, they enter their information. So what happens next is the most important. Now, if your information is just sitting in an abandoned mailbox or inbox rather, then you've just wasted money, all that money and time and energy on your SEO. So if you have you have a prospective investor who's looking to invest in your funds, more than likely they have a vendor who fulfills that request on your behalf. So to maintain that relationship, you use email marketing for updates, for requesting referrals, and etc. Now, I talk about this all the time. Now, for me, I love trade shows, and I know a lot of people they they don't really like them, I guess because of the politics that kind of go on behind the scenes. But look, put me in the room with thousands of my target market. I'm happy. That yeah, I need that. So like I said, I love trade shows. But one thing you really have to ask yourself is this: why wouldn't you want to be in a room of 2,000 plus people who can afford you and who are actually looking for the service that you provide? Now, honestly, this is probably one of the most expensive methods to market your business, but let's put this into perspective. So let's say you spend $5,000 um, between the cost of entry and setup. But let's face it, presentation is extremely important for these type of events. So at the end of the day, so at the end of the event, you gross $50,000. What's that worth it to you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But what I particularly love about trade shows is that it allows you to do all of these things combined in one, all the things I just talked about. So there's an element of email marketing. So when you capture people's information at these shows, you have to have some type of sales funnel to be able to continue and close that sale. So so it's email marketing. And one of the things that I found really effective is to incorporate SMS marketing with that, because a lot of times people may not see the email. So if you incorporate SMS marketing into that, and with SMS marketing, you want it to be very brief. You know, you don't want to send them paragraphs and paragraphs of information. So basically how we do it is we'll use the SMS marketing as more of a notification type of system that directs them back to the email. And what we've noticed that we've had literally a 70% increase in our conversions with our email marketing when we started introducing SMS marketing and pairing those two together. So just something to keep in mind. But like I said, back to what I was saying, what I love about trade shows is that it allows you to do all of these things combined in one. Of course, you want to generate revenue, but you're also able to network with other vendors in your industry. You're able to use those email marketing campaigns to convert your leads at the show. And even taking it a step further, prior to attending the show, for me personally, I will reach out to past clients and I'll notify them that, hey, we'll be at this particular show this weekend. And I'll invite them to let anyone they know, um, if they want to get a hands-on experience with our company, now is the time to do that. So these are things that these are strategies that I feel are most effective as it relates to marketing. And like I said, I've had personal experience with them, especially. I think these are especially effective for companies in the financial sector. But honestly, any business can implement this and you will definitely see results. So, it's a little bit about me. I worked in the financial industry for over 8 years, and I love the business side of things. And no, it's one of the reasons why I launched my digital marketing agency. So, if you guys love the content and you want to see more like this, definitely subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week. Marketing with Jess. Ta ta for now.